guys. What's up? Welcome back to Dysfunctionally Functional Life with Tam Collins. So on this video, no thrills, no frills, no intro, no music, okay? I'm going to talk about new creators on YouTube for a minute and how much we really have to learn. So I'm a little disappointed. I've been wanting to dive into the channel literally for almost 2 years now, laying the groundwork, coming up with ideas, topics, thoughts, and I got to the point where about a month and a half ago, I'm like, okay, it's time. I need to dive into this. I need to at least just push record, start recording, get some material up. Of course, I want it to be high quality, but you have to take that dive at some point and go ahead, get some things up and learn as you go. That's one of the reasons why the title of my channel is Dysfunctionally Functional Life, because it goes along with that balance of knowing that we're a work in progress and knowing that we want to put high quality into our life, into our projects, into all that we do, but also accepting where the hell we are right now. And my air conditioner is making some weird noises. Accepting where we are right now and knowing that we have to make some decisions. We finally have to shit or get off the pot. Just going to put it bluntly. And, that's what Dysfunctionally Functional Life is about for me. It's been that way all of my life. I am an ever-changing, evolving, hard at work in progress, constantly into self-improvement, learning, bettering myself, knowing I'm working towards goals, but not getting too caught up in the unhappiness of living in that future, that possible future of perfection. No. Also accepting right here, right now, this is what I have, this is what I'm going to work with, and I'm going to be okay with that. It's finding that balance, okay? And the same goes for creating a new YouTube channel or whatever it is you're going to want to do. I would say find that balance. Do your research, make your plans, do your brainstorming, figure out what you're going to put into it. Yes, devote some time to that. And I did do a lot of that. But then, hey, there's finally a point where you have to dive in. Get the channel up, start recording, get some content up, and you're going to make mistakes. I don't care how much research you do. You are going to make mistakes along the way. You have to learn as you go, read as much as you can, know the rules, know the policies. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about, really quickly, video editing, okay? When I first started the channel up, I decided, you know what? I'm going to focus strictly on content. I'm not going to have a lot of frills. I'm not going to worry too much about transitions and, how do they do that? They make their face move here and this screen over there and music and text everywhere. And they've got all these great things popping up. Oh my God, that's too intimidating. I'm not going to worry about that. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. I'm just going to dive in and focus strictly on producing really good content. But being that I am a highly creative person, it really kind of broke my heart to just put up a plain video, knowing that there are apps out there where I can make transitions and patch videos together and put up text if I want and add music, okay? But we're going to get into something about what you can add, what you cannot. So I downloaded InShot Video Editor, okay? I'm going to highly recommend that one to you guys. I went on YouTube and I typed in list of highly recommended video editing apps. InShot was on the list. I went to the Play Store, I downloaded InShot. It has worked well for me. So I kind of got over, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you are intimidated by the editing process, but yet you're a highly creative person like myself, and you love all those details and learning and doing fun things with your projects, please don't stand back and be intimidated any longer. The InShot Video Editor is very easy. There's nothing to be scared of. You just dive right in. It's very easy to pull your videos up, patch videos together, create transition screens. There's nothing hard about that. Literally, it was just a push of a button. Basically, what you need to do is download the InShot editor or whatever editor you want to use. Get in there and make some mistakes. Use a video you care nothing about that you don't intend to post. Use a practice video, right? Get in the InShot video editor, push buttons. What does this do? What's that do? Let me try this. Ooh, let me try that. That says transition. That says, music, track, this, that. Push buttons, try things out. That's how you're going to learn. You can't sit back and be afraid. And as with anything in this life, if you want to come out with a quality product, you're going to have to put that work in. A lot of people just want to race through life. They want to race through their projects and hurry up and get them up and hurry up and get them posted. And they don't take time to practice things, do a trial run, trial and error, figure things out, do your research and do some practice before you, ever just dive in and throw content up that you're not going to be happy with, okay? And so I had to kind of go through all of that. For the longest time, I was really intimidated by the thought of editing my videos. I have been learning so much from the InShot editor app. It's easy to use. I have made some fun transitions already. I don't have a lot of that content up yet, but what I'm telling you is it's easy. You don't have to be intimidated. Do some practice runs. It's great fun. I'm still learning every day. How to put text on my videos, how to do the cool transition screens. Really easy. Don't be intimidated. So I do recommend that editing app. Now, let's talk about music. Let's talk about adding music to your video projects. Okay. As a new creator here, really new, I've had a YouTube channel for, oh my God, I don't know, 8-10 years. I've had a YouTube channel with my originally recorded music that I own, that I recorded, all of that, and I've done nothing with that channel. It just sits over there stagnant. So, like I say, the idea for this new channel came about a couple years ago. I've been really wanting to do it and get it up. And I was so happy to find that, this doesn't have to be as scary as I thought. This InShot editor is so easy. It's so great. Now my video projects can be even better than I thought they were going to be. I can add music. Oh my God, this is great. I can add text. I'm learning the transitions. This is not as hard as I thought. Okay, when it comes to that music that they provide for you in those video editing apps, yes, it is very easy to add music to your video. I mean, it's just a cakewalk. You push track, yada yada. You fit it, trim it down, edit it. You can chop out pieces of it and make different sounds, and you can do all these things and have a cool piece of music in the background of your video. I fell in love, okay? Number one, because I have experience from 10 or 12 years back as a vocalist, songwriter, and music maker. I had Sony Acid Music Program, the software, and I would make my own music tracks years and years back. At first, it was like learning Japanese. It intimidated me, the same as these video editing apps. But guess what? I finally learned that music program, and I got to the point where I could lay all my own beats, tracks, all atmospheric pads, you name it. Use the little chopper and chop out sounds and loops and just work with it really well, and even got to the point where I could add my own vocals to it, run a mic through it. But basically, it was cool for me because I could get the music track done, take that to the studio, and all I had to pay for was an hour to lay a vocal. So having that experience did kick back in and help me when I downloaded InShot Video Editor. When I wanted to add music to my video production, it all kind of came back to me. Click on music track, edit, chop out sounds, loop this together. That all came back to me. So that may be a little bit of why it is kind of easy for me. I did have a little bit of experience with music programs and editing tracks and things like that. But really, I'm telling you, I think a baby could do it. It's really that easy. And the way that you're going to make it easier for yourself is you're going to do a practice run. Film a video, film anything, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it doesn't matter. Film some crap that you're not going to care about, that you're not even going to post. Pull it up in the InShot video editing app. Push on music, track, edit, and learn right then and there how to trial and error, what mistakes you're going to make, what you need to push, how you need to trim it down, how you can adjust the volume in your tracks, music, and your video, your all over project. How do you turn your voice up? All of that is in these video editing apps. So that is what I recommend. Do a practice run. Use a damn video you don't care anything about. Pull that shit up in the editor and mess around with it. Make all the mistakes you want to, and you are going to learn right then and there how easy it really is. Then you can delete that, and when you're ready to actually work on your video that you are going to post that does mean something to you, then you've got it. You know what to do. It's easy. It's just that easy, really, okay? So anything in this life that you're intimidated by, that's holding you back, don't be scared. Dive in there and do the work. That's what a lot of people are afraid of. They're afraid of a little hard work. They are afraid of devoting themselves to mastering something. Okay, well then don't get upset when you don't come out with a project you're happy with. Don't get upset when maybe you don't get as many views, or you don't get, you're just not happy with your results. You can't be upset with anyone but yourself. Do the work, do the research, practice, try things out, trial and error, and experiment with stuff, okay? So that's really what I wanted to give you guys on this video, is my experience with InShot video editing app. I really like it. It's really, really easy. Don't be intimidated. But I will say, I'm kind of stuck at a standstill right now when it comes to what you can do with that music. Now, you can add music to your video projects. However, I highly recommend you read the fine print within your video editing app. Who owns the rights to that music? Copyright issues, all of these things can affect your YouTube video and your channel ultimately, okay? There are such things as copyright claims, copyright strikes. You can end up having your video muted. You can end up having it taken down. You can end up losing monetization, I've heard. If you're monetized, you can even end up losing your channel. So these are things to really think about, okay, and look into. And I was really sad. I was really disappointed because when I found InShot video editing app, I just automatically assumed, since they were providing music in that app, that it was perfectly safe to use for YouTube. There would never be an issue with anything, money, royalties, copyright claims. I just dove in there and I began adding little music tracks, and all it says inside of the InShot video editing app is, to avoid copyright issues, please copy paste, and they give you the artist, musician's name of the song, and the information that they highly recommend that you copy paste into your project. So I thought, well, as long as I always do that, I give the musician credit, I'm safe from any future copyright claims, getting the video taken down. If I get monetized, they end up getting the money. I thought that means that's all you have to do. Just copy their name and you're safe. That is not necessarily true from what I'm finding out. Do your research. I've been picking up a lot of different information from different creators on YouTube. Oh man, that whole area about the copywritten music can get very complicated. So it's best to go through YouTube's policies, read up on what they allow, what they do not allow. And from what I have found out this far, as far as InShot video editing app goes and the music tracks they provide, supposedly, as it says within the app, you can use that music and you have to credit the artist musician. However, you may not use that music for television, radio, or commercial purposes. Now, that is within the fine print. And what that means to me is, if you put that stuff on a video or anything and it's going to collect royalties somewhere, you're going to make money off that video. then what that would mean to me is a problem is going to come up. If you start making money, you get monetized on YouTube and your video starts making money, that music track that you have used from InShot video editing app, there will be a problem. So look into this. It's complicated. I am still studying and doing research on what's right, what exactly I need to do. I have stopped using music at this point. I did jump right in and use some music tracks. I thought it was okay for me to do as long as I credited the artist. I have put all of that on hold for the time being. I am now just putting out videos with no music, no frills for momentarily while I continue to do research. Stay tuned into my channel because as I learn, you're going to learn. I'm going to come back and I'm going to give you more information. Every time I find out a new policy or copyright laws or what's okay and what's not okay as far as these editing apps, I'm going to post it here on my channel. That's what it's all about for me here at Dysfunctionally Functional Life. Really is just learning and growing and sharing information, sharing knowledge, and just bringing it real, man. Raw, everyday balances, okay? Things we need to know, but also encouraging people to jump on in there and move forward. Don't let things hold you back. I have a variety of different topics on the channel that I cover. So yeah, you guys tune back in. I have emailed the developer of the InShot editing app to find out exactly what their permissions are, what the rights are on the music they're providing in their app. Now, as it turns out, I have not heard back from them by email yet. But from what I could find during my research is that InShot music editing app, the developer, whatever, the people who own that, they buy the licenses to share and provide some of that music in the app. Now, that's not to say they own the rights to all of that music. You never know. It could be a publishing company. You don't really know who owns the rights to that music. The artist, okay? And if a publishing company owns it, then surely the artist is getting a portion. People can buy rights to license that and use it in projects, and they pay for that. So that is what this editing app has done. They have some licensing rights to share that music and provide it in their app. But here's what's not explained in depth inside that app is who really owns the rights to this music. Can someone else come at us with a copyright claim? If we get monetized, then is somebody going to come at us and they're going to get the money? They're going to get a portion of those royalties, whatever. These are things you really need to think about and you really need to know before you make a whole bunch of video projects with a whole bunch of music tracks from a video editing program. Do some research, find out specifically what the laws are, and here's what I'm going to tell you. What I know thus far, until I continue my research, and I will post again, what I found out this far is the only safe music out there is what YouTube provides to you. Okay, there is a YouTube audio library that you can select from to add to your video projects. From what I know so far, that is the only safe, copyright-free, no problem with monetization. Nobody's going to take your money. You can use that music. Okay, so YouTube does provide some audio tracks for you. And if you're a person like me who's really creative, you're going to want some music in the background of your video. So for me, I've put everything on hold right now, and I'm probably going to go in and swap out the audio that I used from those video editing programs until I hear back from the developers, until I can do more research. I have credited the people that I've put little music tracks from, but I'm probably going to go in and swap out what I used from InShot, the music in that program. I'm going to swap it out with what I know is safe from YouTube only. Now, I know on TubeBuddy, I believe, there is something called Epidemic music. I think you have to pay for it. A lot of people I've seen talk about that, recommend that, where you can get some great music as well. I'll be happy just using little tracks from YouTube that I know are safe from the audio library, that I won't get in any trouble. I'll be perfectly happy with that. But my problem is I'm only on Android. I'm doing my videos right now strictly from the phone. I have YouTube Studio. I have the YouTube app. I cannot do anything with editing my audio inside YouTube on an Android phone. It makes me so sad. So I have to get to a desktop to handle all that up, swap out the tracks, and replace them with ones that I know are safe. I have to go use a desktop situation to go into YouTube and mess with the audio. So that has really got me kind of down, but for the time being, that's what I have for you guys. Just some things for you to really think about. You know, keep that balance, do your research, but that's what I intend to do, just to be on the safe side until I can get all of this figured out. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me today. And when I find out more information on these subjects, I will pop back on here and give you guys more info, okay? Please like and hit the subscribe button because I will be having more content up for you soon. And I will talk to you guys later.